Review to the Jose Aldo versus Pedro Munhoz fight. I thought this was a very interesting fight that should have happened a long time ago. Jose Aldo kind of killed himself to make that weight. But anyways, let's look at the fight. So Munhoz is throwing a lot of kicks, and Aldo is checking every single one of those kicks. Then I like the body work that Aldo was doing. I thought that he won the first round with those body shots. They were a little bit out of range, but a couple of them landed. I like the left hook right here. The left hook combo from Aldo was pretty good too. I liked Pedro's counters coming off the top when he was coming forward with those leg kicks from the first round. That was very good. The pace wasn't as high as I would have liked for the pace to be, because I thought that Aldo could have probably done a lot more, and Munhoz could have probably done a lot more. I think there was too much of a respect aspect in this fight. I think both fighters didn't really want to hurt each other. And that's what led to this fight being the way it was. And Aldo, I think his best days, I think they're kind of behind him. We're no longer going to see the Aldo of the old ages when he used to just beast people and knock them out in like 1 or 2 rounds. We don't see that anymore. Now we see a drained Aldo fighting outside of his best weight class. He fights at 135 now, and he's killing himself to make that weight class. Almost dying on the scale. Like at the weigh-ins, he looks like a mummy. And now he's fighting Pedro Munhoz. Oh, he landed a very, very nice leg kick in the third round right there. That was pretty interesting. Aldo's leg kicks are debilitating. Like those leg kicks, they are something else. I mean, did you see the way the leg kicks affected Uriah Faber? Look, man, Aldo is a master at checking leg kicks. I don't know why Pedro Munhoz went in with that mentality of trying to chop down Aldo's legs. Are you serious? That's probably not the best move. Aldo's a very good, he's a master of leg kicks. Overall, he knows leg kicks inside out. I mean, he used to throw many leg kicks in WEC, World Series of Fighting or whatever the fuck. And he used to throw a lot of kicks early on in the UFC days. So he knows a lot about kicks. Man, Aldo is looking really good in this fight. I underestimated him, man. Now, I thought that he was going to get knocked out by Pedro Munhoz, but I really think he won all 3 rounds, in this fight. I thought he won all 3 rounds. I'm pretty sure the judges are going to give it to him too, but I thought he won all 3 rounds. I'm watching the third round right now, and I'm looking at it, and I'm thinking, okay, Aldo's throwing a lot of punches here. He's definitely being first. That's what's winning him this fight, is being first. He needs to be first more often in his fights. I think if he was first in his fight with Peter Yan, he could have won that fight, actually. I don't know. I think he just acquiesced to Peter Yan. I don't know why. He could have beat him. Maybe he had a pre-existing injury. I don't know. But Aldo is looking better than ever in this third round, outlanding Munhoz by a factor of more than 4. That's quite wild. Holy shit, those combinations are something else. Munhoz has no answer for Aldo's combinations, and his fight IQ is just better. Aldo won the fight pretty handedly, pretty fair and square. Munhoz didn't look like he belonged in the ring with Aldo. It looked like a glorified sparring session, really. Too easy for Aldo. Very, very much too easy for Aldo. Those leg kicks nullified. The hands of Pedro Munhoz nullified. there was no wrestling, there was no takedowns in this fight, so that was also nullified. And then Aldo just won the fight with his activity and his fight IQ. Very beautiful left hook right there. And he goes with a right hook after that. Combinations, that's what won him the fight here. Combinations, fight IQ, just all around being a better fighter, all around just being a better fighter. That's what won him this fight tonight. And I think where's Pedro Munhoz go from here? I would probably match him up with a bum. Let him go knock out a bum that's not ranked and work his way back into the top 15 and get a title shot after a couple wins. That's what he probably has to do. Jose Aldo, I think he's, jumping into the top 10 now. I don't know. I don't know what the rankings are like right now. Is Aldo even ranked in this fight? I don't know if he's ranked. Actually, both of them are not ranked. That's interesting stuff. So at bantamweight right now, it's looking pretty good at bantamweight. Bantamweight is very, very active right now with these fights. Jose Aldo is ranked number 5. Pedro Munhoz is ranked number 9. So Aldo can fight Rob Font next. Oh, that's a good fight. I like that fight. Rob Font would be a good fight for Aldo. Because Rob Font just came off a win against Cody Garbrandt, right? Corey Sandhagen just beat what's his name? That guy. No, not Corey Sandhagen. TJ Dillashaw just beat Corey Sandhagen. And Peter Yan is fighting the champ, Aljamain Sterling, the guy that, dived or whatever the fuck. So Aldo and Rob Font is the one that makes the most sense, in my opinion. I don't think he should fight Marlon Moraes or Cody Garbrandt. No, those fights don't make sense to me. I think the fight with Jose Aldo and Rob Font, I think that makes the most sense for the next fight. And for our buddy Pedro Munhoz, he can fight Marlon Moraes or something like that. Or Dominic Cruz. Not really. Dominic Cruz is coming off a win. So I would probably give Pedro Munhoz to Frankie Edgar or Marlon Moraes. Those are two good options. I'm hearing Cody Garbrandt is going back down to strawweight or flyweight, as you call it. He's going down a weight class. That's probably not the best idea in the world. He struggles to make 135. How is he going to make 125? That's a bit of a stretch. But yeah, that's not up to me to question that. That man can do whatever he wants. Just like I can do whatever I want. But these UFC fights have been good lately. Now the main event is going to be starting in like a few minutes. I'm looking forward to Cyril Gane and Derek Lewis. I will be giving my full fight review for that fight. Stay tuned. I'm out. Peace.